Okay, guys, we'll get started in a few seconds when these seats all get filled up. Come on. So good morning and welcome everyone. I want to thank you for joining us for this special announcement regarding the Fall Line Trail. Our county is very excited this day, and I'm confident that the many bicyclists, runners, hikers, and others from throughout Central Virginia and beyond are sharing that excitement with us. We are so glad that you're here. Before I get into the program, I want to recognize a number of folks that are here. Our chairman of the board, Mr. Frank Thornton, Brooklyn District Supervisor Dan Schmidt. We also have Dan Gecker that is here, former board member with Chesterfield County, and our neighbor, Angela Kelly Wyshak, who just left the Hanover Board of Supervisors to join the administration. I want to thank you all for being here, and our great partner, Mr. John Lugbill. So, from our friends at Sports Backers, John Lugbill, our Director of Public Works, Terrell Hughes, our Deputy County Manager, Steve Yobb, started a conversation. Todd Ure then became involved, and all of you all made this happen. And this is a public-private partnership, I think, that is going to be something special for years to come. You can see the trail. I think some of you are already testing it out. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn the program over to our chairman of the board, Mr. Frank Thornton. Mr. Thornton.
Thank you and good morning. Isn't it a lovely morning, isn't it? Oh, I'm telling you, this is all right. Couldn't have picked a better time. Well, good morning and welcome to historic Spring Park. Today we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion for our community, region, and Commonwealth. We're here to mark the start of the development of the Henrico County portion of the Fall Line Trail. Boy, that sounds good. Fall Line Trail. This first section, which we are calling the Park Street phase, will connect with Bryan Park, cross Lakeside Avenue, and extend through this park along Upham Brook. All told, this phase will provide 1,400 feet of paved trail that will eventually grow to 7.5 miles in Henrico County and ultimately 43 miles from Ashland to Petersburg. Huh? All right. For a better part of 2 decades, our region has envisioned a north-south trail for bicyclists, walkers, and others that will traverse and showcase our historic trolley lines. It is wonderful that this dream, which reflects a strong partnership between local and state governments and private supporters, is finally becoming a reality. Much like the wildly successful Virginia Capitol Trail, the Fall Line Trail will promote recreation, healthy lifestyles, economic vitality, and a high quality of life throughout our region. Today's groundbreaking begins an auspicious new chapter as the Fall Line Trail will provide our community and region with seemingly limitless economic and quality of life benefits. On a personal level, it's equally gratifying that this wonderful unifying trail brings my service in Henrico County back to where it started, at historic Spring Parks. Years from now, thank you. Years from now, when cyclists and other users pass along Fall Line Trail, I hope that they will take a moment to pause, reflect on our shared history, and find peace, refreshment, and relief in this wonderful place. Thank you very much. Next, I call on Mr. John Lugbill.
Good morning. John Lugbill with the Sports Backers, and I'm just thrilled to be here on this groundbreaking. We've worked many years with 7 local governments, the state, so many different partners along the whole 43-mile corridor to get to this point where we're actually starting to do groundbreaking and the trail is going to start being built. So from others you're going to hear more and more, but we think this is going to be a world-class amenity for our community. It's going to help transform the active transportation network in our community. We are extremely grateful for the leadership that John Vithoulkas has provided throughout this effort. I think it's often thought that, a Henrico County leader is really focused on Henrico County, but he saw the vision for having this be a regional trail and the benefits to our whole region, how there'd be even more benefits for Henrico if it was part of a regional trail. So John, thank you. Thank you to Supervisor Thornton for really putting an emphasis on this site. You know, this is where Gabriel's Rebellion was back in the 1800s, and I think having an opportunity to really commemorate that and put a spotlight on that happening right here in this part of Henrico County is really important. So thank you for bringing that forward. On behalf of Sports Backers, I'm thrilled to announce that we're going to be moving our headquarters from Sports Backers Stadium to here in this building. And another item we're announcing is we're going to do $1 million renovation to the building and really turn it into an active living hub. We look forward to working with Henrico County to not only activate the trail, but activate this building and make it better for the Lakeside community, and continue our efforts to promote active living through our programs and events throughout the entire region. As the primary nonprofit advocates for the Fall Line Trail, there's no better place for us to be located than right here on the Fall Line Trail. I have a few people I want to thank. Roy Greer, our board chair, is here, and his unwavering commitment to this move was instrumental in it happening. Thank you, Roy. Dan Gecker was already mentioned, but Dan has been incredibly important and valuable. So Dan, thank you for all your support. Bob Blue, who's one of our board members, was instrumental in getting Dominion Energy on board. Large sections of the Fall Line Trail go on Dominion Energy's property, and their willingness to work with all of us to make that happen was just a huge plus. So thank you, Dominion Energy. We also had to have an architect that helped us turn a Bank Branch building into an active living hub. So thank you, Todd Dyke-Shorn, for your help in developing that vision. And then finally, I know we have people here from VDOT. We have others that have really been working on this trail. But there's 2 people from Henrico I really want to call out. Todd Ure and Kristen Smith have been working tirelessly to make this a world-class amenity and not just a line of pavement. So thank you, Todd and Kristen. So again, just to repeat, Sports Backers will be going through fundraising campaign to raise the money. We plan on doing the renovations over the course of the next year and then moving our offices here. And we look forward to really having an active living hub that generates a more active community, not just for Lakeside, but for our region. So thank you. Terrell, you're up next.
All right, thank you, John. I guess I get the bat cleanup on this. But yeah, first, on behalf of the Henrico County team, and there's a lot on this team, I'd like to express our excitement for getting this project to the point where we're actually able to go to construction. So a lot of effort goes into getting to this point, so we're very, very, very excited. Also mention, in addition to our team, which like I said is a big team, this endeavor involved a lot of other stakeholders that I want to thank really quickly here. So I want to thank the Henrico County Board of Supervisors for just providing full support for this project, allowing us to move fast and allowing us to really keep this project moving. Also want to thank the Virginia Department of Transportation with their collaboration, the initial environmental study, and we do coordinate with them quite a bit. And then I'll also want to thank the Central Virginia Transportation Authority, or CVTA, for helping fund the project, John and Sports Backers for playing a key role in this project, Plan RVA, and some other stakeholders who are key stakeholders from a land use standpoint, such as Bank of America, Dominion Energy, the Central Virginia Soccer Association, the residents of the Lakeside community, and the residents of Henrico County. So without that support, this project wouldn't go anywhere. So with that, this phase, the Park Street phase, it's actually one of our smallest phases, but it's mighty, very symbolic, just starting here. It's also, it's the southernmost section of the county, but it provides a very important amenity. So in addition to Sports Backers locating here at the Bank of America parcel, we're also providing very important trailhead amenities, which will include parking and restrooms. So we want to make sure that the trail is accessible and provides amenities for those that world-class amenities for those that use the trail. Henrico's portion is planned in 8 phases and will stretch 7.5 miles from here at Bryan Park all the way up to the Chickahominy River. Our phases are projected to be complete by fall of 2026, though I think my team might be able to do a little bit better than that. And the cost of $52 million, with $9.2 million coming from federal and state grants, $36 million coming from the Central Virginia Transportation Authority, and $6.8 million coming from local funds. So it took a lot to make this, or it's going to take a lot to make this project happen, but we're well underway. And the reality of this project is a lot to be excited for. So I'm not going to hold things up. So without further ado, let's break some ground. Yeah.
Can we get all Sports Backers board members that are here to come forward?